Comprise of our ward representatives. That's why we are here today.
Hallelujah.
We can give them our grievances. We can tell them how we are suffering in this county. Our leaders. We want them to assist us and we get our rights that are supposed to be given to us as the students. That's why we are here today. We are requesting you, please come out and listen. Please help us solve this issue once and for all. Comprise of our ward representatives. That's why we are here today.
Hallelujah.
We can give them our grievances. We can tell them how we are suffering in this county. Our leaders. We want them to assist us and we get our rights that are supposed to be given to us as the students. That's why we are here today. We are requesting you, please come out and listen. Please help us solve this issue once and for all. Comprise of our ward representatives. That's why we are here today.
Hallelujah.
We can give them our grievances. We can tell them how we are suffering in this county. Our leaders. We want them to assist us and we get our rights that are supposed to be given to us as the students. That's why we are here today. We are requesting you, please come out and listen. Please help us solve this issue once and for all.
Nyanjom must go.
We have leaders here, and I want to believe you have come here because you know you might get some remedy to the problems you have.
Yes.
Now, I would ask one of you first to identify where you have come from and what the problems are, then we pick it from there.
Yes. Thank you for this opportunity. I would like to introduce myself and where we are from. It's called Kiposa. So we are here because we feel there are some things that need to be addressed. We have tried our level best through our administration and all of our efforts have been nullified. That's why we really feel that here is the right place where we can get help. And we can also the public to know what Kisumu Polytechnic undergoes. Yes. They cannot know if we don't tell them. Yes. That's why we chose to come here today and share with the whole republic. Yes.
So what are your problems?
Our problems, okay, first and foremost, there was a misunderstanding between the administration and the students. Me as the chairman of the union, my students told me that they would like to talk to Madam Principal concerning an issue. I, as a leader, I went directly to Madam Principal with some of my leaders, Secretary General, Internal Affairs, Financial Controller. We went to our Madam Principal and told her, the students want your attention. She said clearly that I'm not going to give any forum for students to air out their grievances. So since we were in Madam Principal's office, the students were waiting for us downstairs. So when we came down, the students asked us, where is Madam Principal? We said, Madam Principal has said this is not the right time, or she will not have any forum with you. So what brought the commotion was misunderstanding between the administration and the student leadership and the students' board. The students wanted the attention of the administration. The administration did not give them.
And your border?
Let us have one person speaking, not all of you.
As we proceed, the students started heckling around the institution because they wanted Madam Principal to get the attention from Madam Principal. So Madam Principal went a step ahead and called the police officer. And you know, honestly, students always don't rhyme with police officers. So when the police officers came, they started beating students in the institution. So the students had no otherwise but to run outside. When we ran outside, in fact, they even beat girls. If you watch a clip in K24, you can just see the border people collaborated with the policemen. They were beating students while the policemen watched. That was assault. There is no way somebody can come and break your door and remove you from your house and beat you, then anakweka kwa Mariamu, then you are taken to cell. Just because of that, those students who were arrested were taken, some were brought to Kondele, some were brought to Central. And the boys, and I'm also made aware that 2 girls were raped. A lot of properties in our hostels or in our rooms where we were living in the neighborhood Makasembe were looted. Yeah. Right now, me personally, my phone was snatched away from me just because those people took advantage of the policemen who were there, those border people. They were beating the students while policemen were just watching.
Now, it is clear that the administration does not want to listen to the students. Yes. So that you share the problems that you have. Yeah. You tell them what you feel is bad and how it should be handled.
Sir, I want to say that it is not only what the chairman has quoted. Kisumu Polytechnic is undergoing a lot of problems. Yes. We'll start with academics who brought everybody in Kisumu. Academics in Kisumu Polytechnic has actually deteriorated. Yes. And if you look at the performance for the last 2 exam sitting, that is NEC, there has been 3/4 fails and ref. Only a quarter of the students pass, and the Kisumu Polytechnic has a population of 3,500 and over. So you see people who are failing in Kisumu Polytechnic. Lecturers are not coming to class. Our fields are snatched from us and leased to the public. They use them for conferences and weddings, and yet we need those fields to do our practices. Exactly. Yeah. The co-curricular activities in Kisumu Polytechnic are banned, yes, including music and drama. Academic trips are also banned in Kisumu Polytechnic. Yes. Surely. Our student center is being used as a conference and banqueting center instead of a student center. We ask Madam Principal is telling us that building is government center, not the student center. So we want that the government build that structure to help the students. So what we are saying is that we are going the schools.
Just to add up on a very crucial issue, as we all know, that Kisumu Polytechnic was meant for the less fortunate, those who cannot afford parallel fees. And what is happening in Kisumu Polytechnic right now, for you to be registered, you must pay a fee of full 2 terms. Like in my department of doing building, there is no way I can waste my 3 years doing building, and when it comes to registration, I'm banned from registering just because they need 50,000 shillings at once.
Now, I know you have so many problems.
Yes.
Now, here we are, your county representative, Madam Preska, Honorable Member for County Assembly. We also have Bob, Deputy Whip here. We have leader of minority. We also have Speaker's panel representative, Honorable Samuel Mbogo. Now, what I want to say is this. Let us give Madam. We also have Honorable Marida. She was once there. We have Honorable Gabriel from Kondele. What we are doing is this.
Silence, Bwana.
Before we give our leader here opportunity to address you, let us give Madam Priska, who is the area representative, to say something and the plans that she has. Then we go to our leader. Then maybe we will get all the way forward.
Yes.
Wewe kila mtu anyamaze. We want to hear from the honorable county rep. Everybody to keep quiet, please.
Okay.
Members of Kisumu Poly, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
I want to say like this. I heard about these grievances on Thursday last week.
Yes.
I was told and briefed. Even as I'm here now, I left the chief's office because the chief was among the people who are carrying that raid around the school.
Yes.
I went to the chief and I left the chief going to the DC because I was seeking an appointment for the few students leaders and myself to see the DC so that we can walk into the school and see the Madam Nyanjom and ask her our problems because I should be sitting in that board. That one she has not done. The chief should be sitting there because of security. That one is not done. We are saying we want the district commissioner to address this issue, and we are not stopping there. We are going to stop at the education board.
Yes! Silence!
Honorable students, my appeal is very simple. If we can have the students leaders, we have the students leaders, we first sit down with them with my leadership of the assembly, then we walk to the DC's office, and I'll call the chief to come back and join us. Then we make it to the school and see if the madam can still refuse to see us with the students leaders, so that we lay on the table our grievances and we hear what our
Now,
those students, the girls who are raped, if we get them, now, I'll take them to hospital and I'll take After seeing the leadership, that is the chief, the DC, after seeing them and agreeing with them, going to Kodiagan, bringing those boys into town is not a big problem.
Anayo.
Keep quiet.
you know, it is a very serious thing that some of you are in prison.
Very serious.
At all levels, the students have been rioting, but it is very serious to take a student to prison. Nobody harmed nobody. Let the leaders talk, then we follow what Madam.
Good morning, students.
Morning.
Mupo.
Tupo.
Ya kwanza tunajua kuna freedom of demonstration.
Kabisa.
Wote anafaa kubaliwa kudemonstrate so long as hajakosa hapo kwa kicheza. Na hakuna shule yote ambapo kunaweza kukua ambapo hakuna grievances, si ndio? Number one, vile Priska amesema lazima tukutane na students leaders wenyu na sisi tuangalie jinsi ambavyo tunaweza commit principle na tuangalie way forward, si ndio? Na demand moja number one is the students must be released, si ndio? Maneno ya masomo hatuwezi jua saa hizi, lakini mmesema, si ndio? Lakini nyinyi pia lazima msome, si principal ndiye anafanya exams, si ndio? Nyinyi mnafaa msome. So tunatoka hapa na Madam Priska na leaders hapa, tubaki na leaders wenyu. Unasikia? Because hatutaki demonstrate kwa town. Unanielewa? But we are promising you we are going to release these people. Kisumu has been a peaceful town na hatutaki kelele yote Kisumu. Because anywhere where there is no peace, there are no investors, si ndio? We want investors ili mkimaliza shule tupate kazi, si ndio? So we are asking you not to demonstrate from here. Let's leave it from here. Sisi tukutane na leaders wenyu by 2 o'clock tuwapatie feedback.
This. as the chairman, the executive are all here. We have internal minister and we have health environment minister. We want the executive, internal affairs minister and health minister. Only those are going to be allowed here. Wait for us right here.
Nyanjom Must Go.
We are back. Yes, we promise that we are going to come back. Now we have talked with the DC, and I would want.
Just cool down.
Just bring your body close.
Students power! Students power! Power! For turning out in large numbers just to fight for the rights of our fellow students. And we have discussed this with the DC, and I want you people to be very sober while we'll be talking with you so that you can get the concepts. It is very clear. The DC plus the management of the county assembly have promised us that school will be opened as soon as Friday. And the students who are arrested will be they will work on every measures to make sure these students are released soon. So we as you all know, there are three arms of government.
Yes.
Let us be. That's why I said initially that let us be very sober. There are three arms of government. There is the executive, there is the legislature, judiciary. So at the moment, the DC has got no power to release the students. But what will happen is the DC will communicate with the county commissioner. He will talk with the governor's office plus the MA's office to make sure that these students are released, because they are also parents. They also have students like us. So I'm requesting us. You chose me to lead you, and I cannot lead you the wrong way. That's why I'm telling you this. Everything is okay. By Friday, we will be back in school, and our students who are arrested will also be back with us. So please, let us that one number two, that one about Madam Principal, we will meet with the Board of Governors. When? As soon as possible, before Friday. Before Friday, we'll meet with the Board of Governors so that we can talk on that. Otherwise, thank you so much for turning out. Solidarity. Students power! Students power!
Students power! Students power! Chairman ameongea, si ndio? Na umesikia jinsi ambavyo ameongea, si ndio? Sisi acha pia tuongee ili tuangalie way forward, si ndio? As a leader lazima we represent. Sisi wenyewe ni parents. Na tuwezi kupenda wengine wakufe kwa prison, si ndio? But we also must obey the laws, si ndio? And we also must agree kuna vitu hatuwezi demand immediately na tupay immediately, si ndio? But we must also accept to negotiate well, si ndio? Sasa zile tuna negotiate, you must also keep peace, si ndio? Because ni hawa watu ni kuwashika, si ndio? Na tumewaambia ikifika Thursday before your board of governors will meet, then tutamobilize all university and all students. The constitution has changed. There's freedom of marching, there's freedom of demonstration. We must also accept. Madam, nisikize kabisa. We must also accept that if tunataka ku demonstrate, we must ask for permission.
I woke up in the morning. I was trying to find the roots of what is happening with the Polytechnic. Now that we have started and we have laid our grievances on the table of the district commissioner, I want you to have decorum amongst yourselves. Be gentlemen. Let us leave it to God, and we are going to act after Friday. What we are doing? We said this students.
Yes.